Hi, Sarah here again. Let's talk about red flags in balanced literacy versus what actually works. So when most of us send our kids to school, we trust that they'll be taught how to read with the best methods available. But here's the problem. Many classrooms still use approaches that research has shown us don't work, especially for kids with dyslexia, and really for most struggling readers. Let's talk about a few red flags in balanced literacy that should make you pause. I'd say the first red flag is when teachers are asking kids to memorize the majority of their words instead of decoding them. So if your child is taught to memorize long lists of sight words instead of being taught how letters and sounds work together, that's a problem. Memorization works for a few words, but it quickly falls apart. Kids need to know how words are built, not just what they look like. The second red flag is guessing strategies. You've probably heard of these, like, oh, just look at the picture, skip the word and come back, or I don't know, think what makes sense here. These cues may feel supportive in the moment, but they actually just teach kids to guess. And guessing isn't reading. The third red flag is phonics instruction without a plan. Some classrooms sprinkle in phonics here and there, but it's not taught in a clear step-by-step sequence that should build upon itself. So for a child with dyslexia, random phonics instruction is like handing them puzzle pieces from different boxes and expecting them to see the picture. The fourth red flag is using leveled readers instead of decodable readers. So leveled readers often contain words kids haven't been taught how to read. They're expected to memorize them, and leveled readers have like easy, medium, hard. But that means that kids are forced back into guessing. Decodable texts, on the other hand, line up with what they've already been taught, letting them practice and succeed in a controlled text environment. Eventually, we do want to move them into an uncontrolled text environment, but we really want to build and reinforce the skill set that we've taught. Now, here's the good news. Research has shown us what does work. It's called structured literacy, and it's not just for kids with dyslexia. It's the most effective approach for all students. Structured literacy means three things. Systematic skills are taught in a planned, logical order, starting simple and building step by step. Number two, it's explicit. Nothing is left to chance. Teachers model clearly, they explain directly, and they give guided practice. Thirdly, it's cumulative. Each new skill builds on what came before with regular review to make sure that it sticks. This is what the science of reading backs. Dozens of studies, decades of research, and thousands of classrooms show the same thing. When instruction is structured, explicit, and cumulative, more kids learn to read and fewer kids are left behind. So here's the bottom line. Most kids don't just pick up reading. In fact, 95% of kids don't. They need to be taught how the code works. Some need more repetition, some need more support, but almost all need structured literacy to thrive. This Dyslexia Awareness Month, let's start paying attention to those red flags. Let's stop relying on outdated approaches, and let's make sure that every child has access to the kind of teaching that actually works. Because our kids aren't broken, they're designed to learn. And with the right instruction, they can read.